Hello and welcome everybody. We are here at Universal Studios Orlando and we are going to be just checking out everything that is set up so far for the event for 2021. Just 2 days left until the start of the event, so let's go check it out. As soon as you walk into City Walk, you can see that there is a merchandise cart just to the right in front of the movie theater. And there's all kinds of assorted t-shirts, glassware, beads, a little bit of everything that you can see to get you excited for Mardi Gras. Don't let Mardi Gras let you forget about Valentine's Day coming up on the 14th. The perfect little gift for Valentine's Day would be the love potion for your Harry Potter fan. With all of the testing of the Velocicoaster going on currently and seeing people on the rides, I think we're really inching closer to a soft open date. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what's in the parks right now for Jurassic Park merch. And this windbreaker right here, spoiler alert, I may have bought it today. But there's a lot of really fun stuff, Jurassic Park and Jurassic World in these shops. Another thing Universal has been doing for pass holders is pass holder specific dining areas. And right here in the Discovery Center, you can see downstairs, they do have it blocked off from its normal use for pass holder dining. I did want to move back into the shop really quick to show you these Funko Pops that they have of the dinos. Jeff and I actually just started recently collecting them with a couple of Minions and a Marvel character. So of course I've got my eyes on these, but aren't these just the cutest little things? Alright guys, so as I continue my journey through Jurassic Park, I did want to point out and walk past Pizza Predatoria, which is still on my to-do list in Jurassic Park and other things that I would like to accomplish in this land, as well as the Raptor encounter, which I have seen so many fun pictures and videos of, and I still cannot believe that we haven't been through to do this, but I think I might just do a whole Jurassic Park day that would include those things. So hopefully you'll come along with us with those. But we did want to show you the storm covers that they did put in. Every little detail is thought of in this land for sure. Like they're not overlooking anything. So they're doing such a great job. The other day we did see the waterfall on, and I don't believe it's on right now, but beautiful, gorgeous details, and we just can't wait to actually get in there and actually ride the ride and see all that they've done. Until very recently, when the Velocicoaster has become a little bit more towards the forefront and we actually see the full coaster together, I really didn't look at all the merchandise, like this color changing shirt, mugs, figurines. There's all kinds of stuff. I think honestly, just after the river adventure, I would get off and you would just kind of like rush out and go on to the next thing. But now that I've really started to slow down and take a look at all the merch, my list is getting pretty big of things that I want. But again, there's a little bit of something for everybody. I do like this Spirit jersey over here. I know Jeff is not the biggest fan of camo, but it just kind of works with the Jurassic Park look. And $57, they are a little bit cheaper than what you'd see in Disney, just by a little bit. So that's pretty good. Thanks, Universal. And again, lots and lots of Jurassic World stuff, which is honestly really exciting. And Can't wait to see what I get next. As we leave Jurassic Park and Kong, we move into Toon Lagoon, where we see Ripsaw Falls is back up after being down for a little bit. I know last month Jurassic Park was down for a little bit for refurbishment, so it's nice to see these two back up. And to finish out the refurbishments of our 3 favorite water rides, we do have Popeyes down currently for set enhancement in progress, as the sign says. But we really do appreciate that they do take the time to keep our favorite rides nice and up to date, and especially that they do this during the cooler months for our water rides, so we're not stuck in the middle of June, July, and August with no way to cool down. But just wanted to continue my little path through Toon Lagoon. I think it is completely an underrated area, so want to give as much love as I can to this little spot. Walking into Marvel Superhero Island, I am getting called out by Dr. Doom, so I better watch my back. I think I'll head to the Hulk for a little rescue. As we continue to cut through City Walk to go back over to Studios to show you everything that's going on with Mardi Gras, I did want to pop into Toothsome really quick so I can show you what they've got going on for Valentine's Day. And just remember that if you don't have a reservation or anything, you can still go in this right door that you'll see. Just go up the steps and then just to the right, and you can get over to where the candy counter is. So behind the counter you can see salted caramel cocoa bombs, dark chocolate strawberry cocoa bombs, and last but not least, we've got these pretty pink ones that are ruby raspberry champagne cocoa bombs. These got really big after the holidays, and I'm glad that they're continuing to still do them because they are so much fun. And going into the case over here, you can see kind of the equivalent to those colorful candy hearts that you get every Valentine's Day that are so cute, but I'm not sure that anybody really likes them. So I think this is a much better alternative. But make sure to go in and check out Toothsome for all their delicious sweets related to Valentine's Day, even their little assortment here. But I'd stick to the candy counter for sure. As announced this past week, obviously Blue Man Group is no longer going to be performing at Universal Orlando, which I'm pretty bummed about because we really did have a fun time when we went and saw them a few years ago. I was hoping to see them again, but that unfortunately will not be the case, but hopefully we will get something new and exciting to replace it, maybe a new show, or possibly even a new ride. So let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think might replace the Blue Man Group. But let's get a little more uplifting and move through the arches and check out some Mardi Gras stuff. With just one day left separating us from Mardi Gras and all the events and food and entertainment that we'll be seeing at Mardi Gras, I do intend on showing you all the booths throughout the park. Obviously, it's not as exciting as the actual event, but it will give you an idea of what is going to be in all these booths, and maybe will help you create a game plan of where exactly you might want to go and try out, as well as if you might possibly want to invest in a tasting lanyard. So let's go ahead and take a peek at these fun little containers that they have in Music Plaza and check it all out. So zooming in, you see this is the New Orleans food booth with jambalaya and etouffee, as well as tropical storm punch and a beat of purple haze. Those are probably going to be the ones calling my name the most. I did really enjoy the classics from last year, so I'm definitely going to be getting those a bunch, but I do want to try a lot of these other things I honestly haven't even heard of before, but reading the descriptions, they do sound really good, so we'll go through and highlight all those. I'm very curious to see what you guys try and see what we end up trying. I think that's kind of the cool thing about this year. But as you exit the music plaza, make sure to head back to the very far corner where there is this little Bloody Mary bar. Looks like that's going to be the perfect answer to maybe early Sunday morning in the park. You can get mild or spicy in, looks like 2 different sizes. One of my very favorite parts of the Jimmy Fallon ride was seeing #ThePanda kind of interacting with everybody. So it's nice to see him still out and about. Now getting a little bit closer to the tribute store, right across from where Transformers is, we see the Brazilian food booth. I'm not going to go ahead and embarrass myself by trying to even pronounce these names, but I'll leave this up on the screen for a second. Not gonna lie, it sounds really delicious, as well as the drinks, a couple of punches, which I'm not a big liquor drinker, but a good mixed rum punch or any kind of punch always sounds good to me, so we'll definitely be getting those. Just under one of my favorite corners of the park with Rip Ride Rocket, we have Trinidad and Tobago with a little bit of food and drink selection. Not really sure what those are either, but again, this is going to be the fun part of checking everything out with this festival. I do love the Caribbean flair of this booth and all the tables by it. But let's continue on towards the tribute store. Actually, tomorrow I do have a early pass holder sneak peek to go check this out, so I'll be able to walk through and see all the merch and the 3 themed rooms that they're going to have. So I'm super excited about that. And just past the tribute store, moving into New York, we do have Italy. I can kind of show you, it's right here by Nazarman's, but there was some sort of meeting with management, so I didn't want to get too close. You can kind of see they're all tucked around in there. I'm sure kind of doing all the final details of the day before we do move into the first Mardi Gras weekend. And if this isn't the perfect timestamp showing you where Jaws was taken down so he can get his teeth cleaned, we move into San Francisco to see what kind of booths we've got. In this area, we do see a couple of extra of those little stands. I don't even know what those are called, the stands, and there's lights coming off of it and different stages. But right now, we've got these 2 booths, which they were not marked, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure if I looked at the little list, we could probably figure it out, but we do have 2 extra booths here right across from Fast and Furious, so that's going to be exciting to figure out what it is. But we do have one marked over here. The sign is a little bit off to the side, but I believe this is Cuba. Do have Cuban sandwich and other beverages that are going to be available here right in front of Lombard's, so another really good option. Plantain chips I'm very excited for. Just recently I've become a very big fan of plantain, so can't wait to try that one out. So as we start creeping up to London and the Diagon Alley area, we will see some of those stages I was talking about. So I don't know if this is going to be some of the musicians that they were mentioning, or possibly performers or some sort of entertainment. But that is in front of Germany. Really like the different options that they have. Vegan bratwurst, though, I'm not sure how that's going to be. But you know what? This festival does have a little bit of something for everybody. So I'm not going to knock it till I try it. But I guess that's something that we'll just have to wait and see. Originally, I did think that Germany was going to be located in the back area near Kid Zone, but it looks like it's over here, kind of by London. Um, so again, we saw that menu with the vegan saucers. We'll see what that's all about. But a couple other good offerings, and looks like this is going to be a beautiful view in the evening, right by the waterfront. But a little bit later in the video, I will show you where I thought Germany originally was, but it looks like it's Belgium, but there still is no sign up. So um, we will keep you updated as that develops. And of course, got to show the water. Um, I'm a child, so I'm over here showing you the seagulls as I chase them all away, even though I'm just trying to get a close-up of them, so don't mind me. My biggest obsession with this event might actually be these tiny colorful tables that are all around the parks. I don't know what my deal is, but it seems like every single time that I've gone the last few days, I get pictures and videos of it. I think it's just the bright colors that I like, but beautiful theming, as you see Bahamas right now with jerk chicken and jerk jackfruit, which is going to be interesting to try because I'm not really a big vegetarian vegan eater. I will try things, but usually it's not what I gravitate to. So maybe Universal is the one that can make me change my mind. All right, we are almost there. We have made it to Kids Zone, which this was the booth that was Belgium before, and now the sign is down. And as you can see, Canada right behind it also does not have any signage of food and everything. I know it's listed on the website, but I think they might be making some quick changes. So we'll keep moving through Central Park, where we see France, which looks like specifically wine, different Bordeaux, Côte d'Aron, I think I saw, rosé, and then right behind it, obviously, you do know there is the crepe stand. So looks like they kind of conveniently placed this little wine stand very close to the crepes, which I think was that the pear crepe. So you know I love my crepe, so I'm very, very excited to try that one. Of course, we've got to take a quick break for Gru and his minions. After I show you guys where Spain is over here, right next to Cafe La Bamba, we'll take a spin around and see Gru and his buddies. But I was curious about this earlier because I thought maybe this might be another bar, which I'd be super, super down for a Mardi Gras bar. But they do have some paella, which originally I thought maybe this is where the crawfish was before the signage was, because I saw this big pot, but makes more sense to be paella, and a couple other Spanish offerings. So those look super delicious. I think that's kind of on the top of my list right now, but we see Gru breaking it down with his buddies and the girls dancing along with them, as well as the minions. It's really great that Universal is still, even though we can't do the parades, we do have these little pop-up, socially distanced things going on throughout the parks, and it really just does keep the heartbeat going in the parks. So really, really thankful that they are continuing to do that for us as guests. Our pop-up parade continues as we go over to what looks like the biggest booth that I saw for Mardi Gras merch. I love this little tie-dye t-shirt, super bright and super fun. Lots of lanyards. I've been talking about getting a new one, so this might be something that I might snag during the event. Keychains, masks, sweatshirts. There's really good options for merch this year, and I'm really, really digging the design too. It seems like they took the original logo for Universal Studios Florida and just added a little Mardi Gras flair to it. It's not like, there are some things that it looks kind of standard, but a lot of really fun and unique things too. And they still do have the beads, and I know they'll be passing out beads. We're not exactly sure how they will be passing out the beads, but obviously if you don't get lucky enough to get some, looks like you can purchase some, and I'm sure the tribute store will have an even bigger selection. But I'm really enjoying the glassware and all these other options, especially this hurricane glass right here. They really, really have outdone themselves with merchandise. So my wallet is really not looking forward to this event. And last but certainly not least, we make it to one more New Orleans food booth. And it is not only a food booth, but an entire stand. It is right in front of the water where the fountain show is. And you can see it's their boil that they offered. Not quite the same as last year where it's all you can eat, but you can get boils and beignets in this corner, as well as some drinks in the classic Abita Purple Haze. So really excited that they've paid such a nice close attention to New Orleans for this festival. They really seem to be doing it right. It really is beautiful. Pass holders, I'm sure you won't forget, but make sure to go into the pass holder lounge to get this month's UOAP pin. It is a cute little gator that is holding a beignet. You know, really nothing more Mardi Gras than that, right? As they say, is YAAAS, tasty pastry, breakfast dessert that should be sold all year round. And I do agree, because they do a really, really nice job. Also, don't forget, in the pass holder lounge, there is this awesome exclusive shirt just for pass holders that has the little Humble Brag UOAP logo on the back. So stop in there to pick that up. Right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and are just as excited as I am for Mardi Gras. And I guess I'll see you in like 2 more days. Bye, guys.